something we don't do too often. Bale with this. I mean, it's the first time I've done it. I never bale with this tractor. Or never have. The 7200 laid down on me last night. I made one bale with it. And the muffler on that tractor is under the hood, like right in front of the cab. It sits right on top of the engine. And it's got a little pipe that comes out, pointed down, which hooks onto another pipe that wraps around the corner of the cab and up the, exits up here on the top corner. And anyway, where it makes the connection down there, the one flange, it just cracked off, broke off. So my service manager told me, he's like, well, you can try welding it, but it just doesn't last, it doesn't hold. They just break out next to the weld or whatever. So I don't know, they just don't last. So new muffler, I guess. And there's not a dealer that has one, so you got to order it. And I suppose there'll be freight on that, so I mean that'll be $500 to fix that. Anyway, I spent the evening screwing around with monitors and whatnot, getting it switched over to this tractor. Got the baler monitor in here. That was straightforward. I had to, this bracket I made is too low for that monitor, so I made a little, that's just a stack of bushings, the linkage on the planter, the parallel link, for the row units. That's what those are. And the moisture meter, I thought, well, sure would like to have that too. I mean, I don't really need it to bale, but it sure is nice to have it once in a while. There, I just needed a different connection. Instead of ripping the wires out of the 7200, I had them all staked in, behind some. I had to tear the cab apart to get it out. I didn't want to do that. So I just like that's a different connector right there for power. And yeah, as you see, it says it's too dry to be baling. No, now it says it's not. Tanner said it's about right. So I don't know. You just. That's just a guide. That's probably about what it is, around that 12-15%. So, alright, well, we'll catch you later. That's what's going on. Hopefully I get this done. I don't know, I might put the double bale fork on the 4320. See if I can lift two of them with that. But I don't know, we'll see. That would be nice if it would lift too, but this tractor struggles. I got some things on there to cheat and make it lift a little more on the 3-point back here, but we'll see if we can, I'm gonna try that on the 4320. It's gonna be hotter than heck hauling bales with that, but at least I won't have any because there's only gonna be maybe 30 out here, so it won't be too many trips. Alright, there's Dad braking. Alright, later. Well, we're bailing up. Oh shit, as soon as I show you, then it goes to 30. I was gonna say, yeah, we're bailing it up. It's about 18%. 15%, but I'm sure there's some spots in here that are a little damp yet, but we're baling up this millet. It's been, God, what did I mow it? I don't know, I think it's still pretty wet, but the moisture sensor says not too bad. It feels like they're heavy though. You open the gate and they bounce. Usually means there's a little water in them. I don't know, you think we'll get 2 bales off of this crap? And if they turn a little tobacco-y on the inside, that's all right by me. Yeah, this stuff is weird. There was some on here when I was out here earlier. I mean, it was just like water on the edge of the stems, and underneath this, it was still muddy. You know, it was damp under this stuff yet. It just didn't dry out at all underneath, and so I raked it. I figured that would help it, you know, more than anything. But I think you could probably shake water off of the bottom of the stems yet when I was out here earlier. So it's been in the sun for, I don't know, that was this morning. See? It's not all bad. Some of it's coming back. Some of it isn't. I don't know if it will or not, all of it. It might be cut too short. Who knows? Anyway, I'm not going to get a full bale off of that, I don't think, so see if we can get that wad sucked up in there without plugging anything. Well, this isn't too bad of a job. I showed you what happened. Well, I'll show you when we get it off, but I just got to, let's see what holds that on. 2 bolts. One there that's out, one on that side that's out. The clamp on this side from the turbo, right there, that clamp. And there's one more big bolt. Where is it? Can't even see it. It's too dark. Right there. That bolt. That's what holds that on. Okay, there's the old one. There's the inside of my turbo. How does it look? Okay. That was fairly easy. There's where it needs to go. It didn't rust off, but here's the piece. It just, where does it go? Where does it line up? About like that. Somewhat like that. And that's all that happened, was this piece here just, I suppose, vibration over the years or whatever, just. So because of that, I gotta buy a muffler. $463 muffler. I guess we could straight pipe it, but I don't want to do that. $463 plus freight, I suppose, because nobody, I mean, they have to order it. But it was fairly easy. Just 1, 2, I should have taken out that one instead of this one. 3 bolts and this clamp and this clamp. 3 bolts and 2 clamps, take it off. The hardest part is the hood, getting the hood off. That's a, well, you could probably do it with 2 guys, but we use 3, we're rookies, so 3 guys to get the hood off. That's gonna be kind of a pain to get them back on there. There's kind of some hinges here that'll be the hardest part, getting that hood back together and put on there. I think. Maybe not. It kind of sits up here on this round bar right there. And then there's these brackets that sit something like this on here. They sit like that, and really that hood should have just slid right off of it. I wouldn't have had to even take these off. But well, anyway, that's it. Hopefully we can get a new muffler soon. So we got 1.60 inch of rain early this morning, so it's not like I needed to use it today anyway. We got done what we needed to get done with the 4430. And let me show you something. Here's what I put on the bale mover. I got room for another weight, but it's only got 7 on there. But if you look, there's only 2 bolts that hold this whole thing on there, so might want to be extra careful with all that up there. You don't hit a hole or something. And yeah, I can see those weights busting off. We used to have one that it was just a concrete weight that had long bolts that went through it, and then it was also supported up here on those bolts. So, but I can see those breaking off. I don't know, maybe it's never happened, but so yeah, we used this old thing for, I used it for moving bales, and it worked. It didn't work perfect, but it got them high enough off the ground where I could move them. I put those little funny brackets on this one to increase the leverage. Normally these lift arms go down here in them holes. I got them up here. Those are for a Northman cultivator. Apparently back in the day, Northman made their cultivator so darn heavy, and these John Deeres never had any lift like these in the 4430s. Couldn't lift nothing when they were new, so they improvised and made that. So, but yeah, it worked. I was able to get them off the field last night. They finished in the dark. So later.